My name is Jyoti Bora, and today we'll discuss part 2 of first chapter of science, that is our body. So let's get started. In this video, we'll understand four different terms: respiratory system, circulatory system, excretory system, and sense organs. We'll begin with respiratory system. Respiratory system is a group of organs that together carry out the function of respiration. Respiration is a process in which the oxygen gas is taken by the body and utilized by the various body parts, and the gas which is generated as a waste in the form of carbon dioxide is brought back to the body parts and then thrown outside. It includes nose, windpipe, and lungs. There are two lungs in human body. These are bag-like structures. So the process goes on like this. First of all, we breathe in through our nose. Then the air travels down to the windpipe and enters our lungs. Those lungs contain blood capillaries. Now, the blood capillaries which are present in the lungs, they absorb the oxygen and then it transports it to the other parts of the body. In the body parts, the oxygen gets utilized and carbon dioxide is released as a waste, and that carbon dioxide, which is in waste form, which is not good for the body, so it is brought back to the lungs by blood. Then the carbon dioxide is pushed out by the lungs and thrown out of the body. Next, we will discuss about circulatory system. So what is circulatory system? It permits the blood to circulate and transport nutrients to the cell and also carries waste materials to be thrown out of the body. In this way, we can understand the fact that circulatory system acts like the transport system of the body. Why am I saying this? Because all the functions of transportation are being carried out through circulatory system only. We have read digestive system earlier. In that also we have seen that in small intestine the food is being absorbed with the help of blood and then transported to various body parts. In respiratory system as well, we have seen that the blood, it absorbs the oxygen from the lungs and transports it to the various parts of the body, and then it also carries carbon dioxide from various body parts again to the lungs and then it is thrown out. So it has a peculiar function to perform. It consists of the heart, the blood vessels, etc. Now what is heart? Heart is located in chest and it has the function of pumping blood to various parts of the body. There are two types of blood vessels, arteries and veins. Now what are arteries? Arteries, they carry the blood which is rich in oxygen, and that blood which is rich in oxygen, it needs to be transported to the various parts of the body. Then after that oxygen is being utilized by the various body parts, then carbon dioxide is generated and the veins carry the function of carrying that carbon dioxide from those body parts back to the heart. Next, we will discuss human excretory system. The human excretory system is concerned about the removal of waste from the body. It consists of kidneys, ureter, urinary bladder, and urethra. We have two kidneys which are bean-shaped in structure, and there are two ureters, then one urinary bladder and urethra. The mechanism goes on like this. At first, the blood brings waste to the kidneys because blood is like a transport system, which we have already discussed. Now, what do the kidneys do? Now they filter that waste, and this waste is in the form of urine. Now, the urine which is filtered through the kidneys is brought to the urinary bladder by two tube-like structures which are known as ureter. Now, that urine gets stored in a ball-like structure which is known as urinary bladder, or a bag. It's like a bag-like structure, and after that, it is expelled out from urinary bladder with the help of an opening which is called urethra. Then, sense organs. What are sense organs? They help us to smell, see, hear, taste, touch or feel. We know that our eyes help us to see objects around us, our ears help us to hear the things, nose help us to smell, tongue has the function of tasting things because it has got taste buds and skin. Skin is the largest organ in our body, and why it is important? Because the skin helps us to feel things. Briefly, we'll understand the functions of these. Eyes, they help us to see. Ears, they help us to listen to the sounds around us. They also help us to keep balance. Nose, we breathe in and out through our nose. Yani, the process of breathing is carried out through nose. And also, the hair inside our nose help us to keep dust and germs away from our body when we breathe in. Now, this is important in a way that often we are advised not to breathe through our mouth, but instead we must breathe through our nose, because our hair consists of the hair particles and the mucus which trap the dust particles which are present in the air itself. So the pure air is supposed to enter in our windpipe, but this mechanism is not there in mouth. So it is advised, that is why it is advised that we must all breathe in through our nose. Tongue, it helps us to speak and it helps us to taste food. Why? Because it has got taste buds. Then skin, it is the largest organ of our body, and the sensation of heat, touch, feel, everything is being felt by our skin only. Now I have some questions for you. These are one-word answers. The first one is organ that supplies blood to the body. Second, we breathe in which gas? Third, the urine is stored in. Kindly write down the answers in your notebook. That's all for today. Thank you so much.